Well, hello everyone. Philosopher Stoner 666 here. So, yeah, I'm stoned again and alone again and whatever. Enough about me. Who gives a shit about me? Well, I was thinking about, is it possible to separate emotion and feeling and personal experience from philosophy? I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can totally separate your logic and your reason from that domain of thinking about what's the truth and what's the meaning of all of this stuff. So, man, when I'm high, I have like these brilliant ideas and then I want to share them with the world. Yeah, I guess that's my point. Yeah, is that I have all this knowledge in my head about, Franz Kafka and this filmmaker and that filmmaker and this intellectual literary critic and this philosopher and this opinion and this science. I have at my fingertips this internet technology, Facebook stuff that I spend a lot of time with, and all this information in your head, all these little thoughts and ideas, and you want to share it with the world. You want to share it with people. I traveled because I thought I'd get international friends. And no, friendship doesn't work like that. Society doesn't care about these ideas. People are on a very, very basic level. You go to Vietnam expecting this sort of cultural exchange and this whatever and stuff, and it's a brutal money making hustle, which of course everybody has to make money. I'm not denying any kind of egoism or anything like that, but it's this rat race. They don't care. The weird, stupid political bullshit, the dictator, the wannabe dictatorships, the whatever. It's all, everybody's just there to make a buck and keep everybody in line. And if you speak out, if you say anything, well, you're up against violence and resistance, and there's all this fucked up stuff going on. But I have these high maintenance needs where I lament that I was born with a very privileged position and I don't feel that I earned it. I'm inheriting money. You know what I mean? The money that I didn't earn. I never had to work and hustle and struggle like all these people that I met and saw in Vietnam and China and these all these really poor people that struggled. Had a very pessimistic outlook on things, and I feel as if people are smarter than me, people are better than me. I'm not worth anything. I don't deserve anything. Um, I am the author of my own misery is the central fucking point. That I am not of a man of ability. I'm not smart. I'm a slow learner. For me to I've traveled and had to try and learn a little bit of languages. I don't have the motivation to learn, and I'm a slow learner. Like for me with French, it's taken me now how many years, and I'm still not 100% fluent in it. And I had education in it when I was a kid. I was not very good in school. I got C's and D's. I was never pushed to do very much of anything. My mother did everything. I could stay at home and play computer games. And I got to study a very indulgent thing, philosophy, a very expensive, not economically practical education, but my mother supported it 100%. She was with me there all the way, and now she's gone. And she said I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do, and was my cheerleader and my supporter. And now this person's gone out of my life, and I'm too high maintenance. I don't feel as if I'm strong enough for this world, that I'm gonna make it, that I'm gonna be good enough, that I'm worthy of any kind of love. And sometimes I don't even know how to give love that people want, or how to have the right sense of humor around people that I don't know. I don't know how to be authentically me and stand up for myself in an authentic way and be able to protect myself and protect other people. And I get angry because I want to be the leader, but then I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I just have to shut up and take it from people. I'm always being told all the time to hold somebody's cup. Some people just say to me, oh, hold this for me and stuff. I feel as if I have no status. And to be a man without status in this world is a very, very problematic thing, because men are violent, men are stupid, Men rape women. We're horny for sex, so we're greedy because the only way to get sex is to have lots of money and have lots of social status and have lots of charisma. And I don't have charisma and I don't have money and I don't have a lot of that stuff. And to earn it, to go out and work for it is very hard. But to be a criminal is hard. You want things you can't have. Life's frustrating as fuck. But I lament that I was born in a more privileged position. I could read all this stuff, all this art, all this beauty, these ideas from the past, all of this stuff, and think that this culture shit means something. That our little taste in movies and plays and Shakespeare and all this stuff was a beautiful thing and was worth preserving. But the thing is that the beauty and that truth and the stuff that I read, that I'm like, I'm going to miss all of this stuff when I'm dead and in the nothingness and the void, you know? Maybe it's this sentimentality in my head. I'm very sentimental, sensitive, and emotional, and it's not a very masculine thing to be for a man. You know what I mean? To be bothered when I see children that I lament that they're going to die. I see these innocent little children, these poor little things that I wish I could rescue and save from this horrible fucking place. But can't do it. I lament that I've gone to countries and I wish I could have brought like whole cities, planes full of the people from all the cities everywhere and bring them to my country on a fucking plane. Just ship them all out of there and be like, get out of this hell. I mean, we turned the world into such a fucking hellhole with our bullshit, with our mass shootings, with our fucking petty, stupid, short-sighted greed for material stuff when we're all gonna fucking die, assholes. We're all gonna die. And we've made such a fucking shitty world for ourselves. You know, you can't even go down the street. You got some guy, oh, fuck you, asshole. And everywhere you go, there's fucking graffiti and there's shit on the sidewalk. Fucking people to, and pull up your socks and fucking clean it up. We gotta be going back to basics. Huge amount of basics. We want too much. We demand too much. We need too much. We're never fucking happy. We're never fucking satisfied. And I think until we, as a society, we recognize that truth, that we're never fucking satisfied, that we don't need a lot of things, but we just gotta be winding things back. If we wound things back, if there were less people, maybe everybody would have a chance at having everything that we need in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Love, friendship, sex, food, water. Everybody could be at the top of the pyramid. You know what I mean? If human beings weren't such stupid fucking assholes. But even if we could perfect, human existence to such a point, it wouldn't matter because everybody still dies, right? So it's a kind of dilemma that I lament. I have an empathy problem for all the fucking misfortune that I see in the world, and there's not much I can do about it. And I now realize, well, I have to take care of myself, and nobody's going to take care of me. You know what I mean? What am I getting out of this fucking deal? I want things, and I want sex, and I want this, and I want that. And it's what it ultimately is what owns my psychology, right? So I just stay home. I'm horny, and I don't feel like dating. I don't feel like dealing with drama and bullshit and paying for expensive dates and all that stuff. When basically all I want is to get the goo out of my dick, I'm ashamed of myself with that. I'm not a worthy man. A worthy man wouldn't be like that. So I know as myself, I'm imposing onto philosophy myself, my selfish desire to not have kids because I know I wouldn't be competent to make them. Someone like me shouldn't replicate into the future because I'm too expensive. I need to travel and do this and do that and have this and have that. I'm too goddamn expensive. The world doesn't need more people like me. Doesn't need, philosophers and stuff because nobody gives a shit about it because we're all in the fucking hustle. You tell somebody, you lament stuff about existence and stuff, and they go, why don't you just go kill yourself then? We don't really care about each other. If we're totally fucking honest, why would you? the survival instinct, the basics of survival, selfishness. Why would you care about somebody that you don't even fucking know, right? To develop that empathy was something only the very, very privileged elites of societies could do, and that they had a guilt complex because in order to get to that privileged place in society, they had to enslave other fucking people. We could only talk about ancient Greeks, and the ancient Greeks could only talk about their shit that they talked about, Plato and Aristotle and all this stuff, because they had tax collectors and people ripping off the slaves and ripping off the people and stealing land and all the rest of it, all the petty exploitation that we see in our world. Right? We're just doing this that you get to a point where you reach this nihilistic conclusion, like you can just go through the history book and see that we're just doing the same fucking things over and over and over again. If we study it, we're not doing anything different, and there's nowhere to go. As if I feel, I feel as if there's nothing left to be said. I read a guy like Charles Bukowski, right, and he's so brilliant. He's basically saying everything. He's a guy that I wish there was a time machine or a way to resurrect the cocksucker so that I could talk to this guy and be like, man, I agree with you 100% about everything. So for the most part. But he was a weak guy. He wasn't able to fight the society. He realized he was a fucking slave and was in a horrible fucking stupid shitty world. And he couldn't fight it, but he wanted to fight it, but he couldn't. He was too weak. He was just like, nah, I want my liquor and I'm going to just flop in bed and just forget about it because I don't give a shit. Because these people brought me here to be a fucking slave. And I don't want to be a slave. It's a sad fucking world. I have all this desire, I have all this stuff that you can't, that you can never get. The carrot is always just hanging in front of your face. And just when you're happy, some shit happens that your whole life just goes fucking totally to shit. But, that's just my family. My family was dysfunctional. My parents were divorced. Their parents didn't support them. They needed love from their parents. They thought if they had a kid that they would get that kind of a love. And they made a mistake. They thought that I would value all the things that they valued and did when I wouldn't. It was just they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't leave a family business. They didn't tell me what to do, and I was not very smart. I was in special education because I had difficulty learning to read because I'm slow. So I foresee myself heading on a decline financially, and knowing that I'm not going to be traveling the world anymore, having any more fun adventures, and I don't have any friends, and I don't have a wife, and I don't have a girlfriend, and I'm basically a loser and a failure in society because I valued the wrong things. That society, the stuff I valued and was taught to value is expensive fucking shit. It ain't free. It ain't free that I have all the stuff that my mother had. My mother had to go bankrupt 3 times to pay for it. And going bankrupt is basically fucking stealing from people. A guy like Donald Trump did it, right? That's why he's a scumbag. You have to be a scumbag in this world for your own self-preservation and your own fucking happiness. Life's just full of all these fucking frustrations and fucking tragedies all over the fucking place that you want to be selfish and be like, you know what? If I'm going to die and wind up and go into nothingness anyway, I just want to fucking ball out and party and be happy, and fuck the world. The world can go fuck itself. Life fucking sucks. You people are stupid, but it makes me sad. It makes me sad. It makes me cry. I cry like a little fucking girl baby. Just the glib fucking callousness of these stupid fucking people that have no sensitivity or appreciation for anything, that have no sensitivity to flowers or beauty or art or all of this stuff, this expensive, high maintenance stuff. That's all I am. I'm a victim of the society. The society is a victim of its own success. We need too much and want too much. And I sort of seem to be just rambling and going around in circles here with this rant. But when I get high, I get these fucking weird thoughts. And I want to share them with the world, but I feel like the world doesn't care. The world's too busy. We're blowing each other up. Fucking discourse is becoming pointless with people talking about fucking shit. It's nobody gives a shit. We all just fucking resigned ourselves. Let's just go watch Netflix and fuck it. You don't even want to go to a movie theater anymore because everybody's an asshole at the fucking movie theater. So you're like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to stay in and watch Netflix. I don't even want to fucking interact with fucking people. You know what I mean? It's just so fucking depressing. We should be able to do this shit, but we can't do it. Everybody's a dickweed. The high school never fucking changed. It became an even worse high school once you fucking left high school. Being a fucking reject. You know, it's just it's just wallowing in self-pity, but lamenting that I feel like society doesn't care about the right things. But then maybe it's because I care about the wrong things. I don't fucking know anymore. Anyway, whatever. Ramble. Who wants to listen to this fucking guy? He's not funny. He's not saying anything important. Holy fucking shit. I better shut the fuck up now because it's been 16 minutes. Okay, goodbye, everybody.